Dark secrets of the Thai king's mother that brought shame to the royal family. King Bhumibol of Thailand and Queen Sirakit were deeply in love and ruled the country together. However, years later, a terrible scandal shook their marriage. Sirakit fell for her bodyguard, and when the truth was revealed, the king's reaction stunned everyone. The story ended unexpectedly. Bhumibol, popularly known as Rama IX, reigned Thailand for 70 years. He was well revered and devoted his life to his people. He never expected to be king. His older brother, Ananda, was intended to rule, but he passed away in 1946 under mysterious circumstances. Many people suspected it was a conspiracy. With Ananda gone, 18-year-old Bhumibol was forced to ascend the throne. Despite becoming king, he was not crowned immediately. His uncle acted as regent while Bhumibol returned to Switzerland to further his education. Bhumibol enjoyed driving and frequently drove his little Fiat 500 along mountain roads. One day, he was in a horrific accident that almost took him. He shattered his spine and lost sight in one eye. Since then, he has worn glasses and had an artificial eye. Sirakit, a young woman, cared for him as he recovered. She was the daughter of Thailand's ambassador in Switzerland. They had already met, but their friendship became stronger as she nursed him back to health. Sirakit was only 17, but she showed great devotion to the young prince. Bhumibol was touched by her kindness and soon fell in love. They both loved music, which brought them closer. Bhumibol was passionate about jazz and played the saxophone and clarinet beautifully. This shared interest deepened their connection, and he knew Sirakit was the one he wanted to marry. In April 1950, they got married. 1 week later, Bhumibol was officially crowned as king. Sirakit became Thailand's queen, and they took on their royal duties together. Back then, Thailand was a poor country, and Bhumibol wanted to improve people's lives. He urged farmers to grow food instead of opium, which angered powerful people in the trade. Because of this, many tried to remove him. During his rule, he survived 18 revolts and worked with 40 prime ministers. Sirakit served as his closest advisor. She was well educated, spoke multiple languages, and helped Bhumibol establish complete control over the government and military. They had 4 children, including Crown Prince Ma, who eventually became king. For many years, they were seen as the ideal pair and were adored by the public. Bhumibol was seen as a strong leader, and Sirakit as a charming queen. After 30 years of marriage, their relationship evolved. Bhumibol became entirely concentrated on ruling, with little time for romance. Sirakit still desired love and eventually found comfort in someone else. In the 1980s, a teenage bodyguard named Naland was hired to keep her safe. He was much younger, attractive, and a talented pianist. Sirakit, who loved music, felt drawn to him, and they fell in love. At first, they kept their connection private. But they eventually stopped hiding. They held hands in public without caring who saw them. Rumors eventually circulated. When Bhumibol discovered this, he confronted his wife. Sirakit confirmed everything, claiming she saw nothing wrong with it because her husband was no longer paying attention to her. Naland, feeling guilty, asked the king's forgiveness. He was found to be deceased. The official cause was recorded as a heart attack, although many people suspected it was not natural. Sirakit felt heartbroken. She fainted when she saw Naland's body and awoke crying. In rage, she raced to her husband and accused him of taking the life of Naland. Bhumibol stayed calm and stated that he had important duties to complete. After Naland passed away, Sirakit continued to date other men. Bhumibol, wanting to put an end to the issue, sent her to a hospital for treatment. Her acts became widely known, and she lost the Thai people's respect. After months in the hospital, Sirakit returned to the palace. She'd gained weight and was exhausted. She knelt before Bhumibol, carrying flowers and pleading for forgiveness. Bhumibol accepted her apology and let her resume her royal duties. He refused to divorce her because he wanted to preserve the dignity of the royal family. By returning her, he demonstrated his power and ended the scandal. Even though they remained married, their love was gone. They remained together till Bhumibol passed in 2016 at the age of 88. Their son, Maha, became the new king, and Sirakit was given the title Queen Mother. Sirakit, at 91 years old, has withdrawn from public life to spend time with her grandkids. Thais have forgiven her for her sins throughout the years. When asked why King Bhumibol rarely smiled, she usually responds the same way: he used to say, "I smile for the two of us."